Every year, C-SPAN hosts the studentcam competition. It's a video competition for middle and high school students. This year's competition centered on sending a message to President Obama and what the students saw as the most urgent issue for the president to address. Here's a short clip from one of our third-place prize winners and their video and their interview.
The point of a liberal arts education is to help students fulfill their responsibilities as citizens and grow into cultured individuals. People educated through the liberal arts are very well versed in 7 different categories. These are poetics, dialectics, rhetoric, arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. Liberal arts sharpen analytical and communication skills, teach students how to learn, and provide students with a body of knowledge that can be applied to larger contexts. The liberal arts have been completely eradicated from our public schools for the original reason that workers in the Industrial Revolution did not need very much knowledge.
We are joined by Hunter Gill, third prize student cam winner in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Hunter, why did you decide to focus on liberal arts education for your documentary?
Well, I actually focused on, I've sort of grown up with the value of education and understanding how education is one of the most important things in your life, which is why when it was decided what I should address when it comes to what I should ask the president to address, I focused on education as something to focus on. And as I was going through the different ideas of the liberal arts, of different education systems, the liberal arts seemed to be one of the most prominent or one of the most interesting ones.
Describe to our audience what is a liberal arts education?
Well, a liberal arts education is an education that focuses on creating a well-rounded student. It helps students fulfill their responsibilities as citizens, and it helps them to turn learning into understanding. They learn 4 math-related subjects of arithmetic, geometry, music, astronomy, as well as many other subjects. And they focus on reading books, for example, the original works of the great minds, in order to further educate themselves.
Where did you go for research for your documentary?
Well, one of the first books that I read was a book called Left Back, A Century of Failed Reforms. And this one book actually helped me to find many other books regarding education and a lot of the history of education and its reform, as well as the documentary 2 Million Minutes and 2 organizations that are focusing on liberal arts, that of the Thomas B. Fordham Institute and Common Core.
As a homeschooler, what are your views on public education today?
Well, although I have never actually been to the public schools, many of the statistics that I've read, many of the things that I've seen have shown me that the public schools is leaving something is possibly inadequate.
Such as?
For example, being unable to prepare students for college, or being incompetent, or not teaching as well as many other international countries.
In your documentary, you say that more people like DC's Chancellor Michelle Rhee are needed. Why did you state this?
Well, Michelle Rhee tends to think outside of the box, to find other ways, to educate yourself in other ways and find innovative thinking. And so it's this type of thing that we need to reform our public schools.
What are some examples of that innovative thinking?
Well, one type of innovative thinking is what Common Core, which is an organization that focuses on the liberal arts, is encouraging things like using the classic books to teach students different experiences and to further educate themselves.
Now, what would you advise President Obama to do to help reform education or improve education?
I would encourage I would ask him to encourage the organizations such as Common Core and Thomas B. Fordham in their efforts to use the liberal arts to reform the public schools.
My last question for you, Hunter, is as a third prize winner, you're going to receive $750. What are your plans for that money?
Well, my interests actually just include things like communications as well as information in media as well as through verbal communication. And actually, I was hoping that a laptop would help me to further educate myself in the use of not only documentaries but also communication, and help me to further educate myself.
Hunter, enjoy spending your money on your laptop, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You can watch Hunter Gill's winning video as well as all of our winning StudentCam videos at www.studentcam.org.
As we wait for the House of Representatives